Have you ever wondered what secrets lie buried in the towns that time forgot? While millions flock to Paris and Rome, there are ghost towns and forgotten settlements scattered across the globe where extraordinary stories unfold in silence. Today, we're embarking on a journey to 5 incredible destinations that most retirees have never heard of, but absolutely should visit. These aren't your typical tourist traps. These are places where history whispers from every weathered wall and cobblestone street. I'm talking about towns where you can literally walk through centuries of human drama, where your retirement adventure becomes a treasure hunt for lost civilizations. By the end of this video, you'll have a bucket list of destinations that will make your friends wonder how you discovered such incredible places. But first, let me tell you about a town in Italy where residents simply vanished overnight, leaving behind a mystery that still baffles historians today. Krakow, Italy sits like a crown jewel on a hilltop in the region of Basilicata. This medieval marvel was once home to over 2,000 souls, but today it stands completely abandoned, its ancient buildings slowly surrendering to time and gravity. What makes Krakow absolutely fascinating for retirement travelers is that you're not just visiting a tourist attraction, you're stepping into a real-life archaeological puzzle. The town's story begins in the year 540 when it was established as a strategic outpost. For centuries, families lived, loved, and built their lives within these now empty walls. Children played in streets that are now silent. Markets bustled where only wind moves today. The population thrived until a series of devastating landslides in the 1960s forced everyone to evacuate. But here's what makes this place special for adventurous retirees. The evacuation happened so quickly that people left behind furniture, photographs, and personal belongings that you can still see today. Walking through Krakow feels like traveling through a portal. The Norman Tower still stands proud against the sky, while abandoned houses reveal glimpses of interrupted lives. Professional guided tours are available specifically for older travelers with comfortable pacing and fascinating historical commentary. The best part? Because it's off the beaten path, you'll often have this incredible place almost entirely to yourself. Imagine taking photographs here without crowds of tourists blocking your view. But Italy isn't the only country hiding these forgotten treasures. Let me transport you to the American Southwest, where an entire mining town was literally built inside a mountain. Bisbee, Arizona might not be completely abandoned, but it's certainly forgotten by most travelers. This copper mining town nestled in the Mule Mountains was once one of the largest cities between St. Louis and San Francisco. Today, it's a quirky, artistic community with a population under 6,000, making it perfect for retirees seeking authentic experiences without overwhelming crowds. What sets Bisbee apart is its incredible architecture carved directly into the mountainside. The famous Copper Queen Hotel, built in 1902, still operates today and offers comfortable accommodations with genuine historical character. But the real magic happens when you explore the underground mining tunnels. The Queen Mine Tour takes visitors 800 feet below ground, where you'll experience firsthand how miners lived and worked in conditions that shaped the American West. The town's Victorian houses climb impossibly steep hillsides, painted in vibrant colors that create a living artwork against the desert landscape. For photography enthusiasts, every corner offers another stunning composition. The local art scene thrives in converted mining buildings, where you can meet sculptors, painters, and craftspeople who chose this forgotten corner of Arizona as their creative sanctuary. What makes Bisbee particularly appealing for retirement travel is its elevation at over 5,000 feet, providing cooler temperatures than the scorching desert below. The town maintains an authentic frontier atmosphere without sacrificing modern comforts. Local restaurants serve exceptional food, and the pace of life encourages the kind of relaxation and exploration that retirement should offer. Now let me take you across the Atlantic to a place where an entire civilization vanished so completely that archaeologists are still piecing together what happened. Ani, Turkey was once called the city of 1,001 churches, a medieval metropolis that rivaled Constantinople in its glory. At its peak around the year 1000, over 100,000 people called this place home. Today, Ani stands as one of the world's most haunting archaeological sites, where massive church ruins rise from empty grasslands like monuments to forgotten dreams. The city's position along the Silk Road made it incredibly wealthy. Merchants from across Asia and Europe conducted business in markets that are now just foundations in the earth. The Cathedral of Ani, built in the year 1001, still stands as a testament to architectural genius, its soaring arches and detailed stonework intact after 1,000 years of harsh winters and political upheaval. What happened to this magnificent city reads like a historical thriller. A combination of earthquake damage, Mongol invasions, and shifting trade routes gradually emptied Ani of its population. By the 1700s, the last residents had departed, leaving behind one of the most complete medieval cities ever discovered. For retirees interested in history and archaeology, Ani offers an unparalleled opportunity to walk through a perfectly preserved snapshot of medieval life. The Turkish government has invested significantly in making Ani accessible to older travelers. Well-maintained paths connect the major sites, and informational displays provide context in multiple languages. The Visitor Center offers comfortable facilities and detailed maps that help you plan your exploration at your own pace. Because Ani remains relatively unknown to mass tourism, you can spend hours contemplating these ancient stones without interruption. But sometimes the most intriguing forgotten places are hiding in plain sight, disguised as ordinary small towns with extraordinary secrets. Colma, California calls itself the City of Souls, and once you learn its story, you'll understand why this designation is hauntingly appropriate. Located just south of San Francisco, Colma appears to be a quiet suburban community. However, this small town is actually one giant cemetery complex, where the dead outnumber the living by over 1,000 to 1. The story begins in the early 1900s when San Francisco banned burials within city limits due to overcrowding and public health concerns. The solution was to relocate existing cemeteries and establish new ones in the nearby community of Colma. Today, 17 cemeteries contain the remains of over 1.5 million people, including many famous personalities who shaped California history. What makes Colma fascinating for retirement travelers is the incredible stories these cemeteries tell. Wyatt Earp, the legendary lawman, rests in Hills of Eternity Memorial Park. The Cypress Hill Memorial Park contains the grave of Joe DiMaggio, while Woodlawn Memorial Park holds the remains of numerous Gold Rush pioneers whose adventures built the American West. Each cemetery represents different cultural communities that made San Francisco their home. The Chinese cemetery tells the story of immigration and perseverance through beautifully maintained grounds and traditional architecture. The Jewish cemeteries preserve the memory of families who fled persecution in Europe and built new lives in America. Walking through Colma becomes a journey through the cultural mosaic that created modern California. The town provides excellent facilities for older visitors with clearly marked paths and comfortable seating areas throughout the cemetery complexes. Many graves feature elaborate monuments and sculptures that represent incredible artistic achievement. Professional tours are available that focus on historical figures and cultural stories, making each visit both educational and emotionally moving. Finally, let me introduce you to a place where nature itself created one of the most beautiful forgotten towns on Earth. Giethoorn, Netherlands earned the nickname the Venice of the North, but unlike its famous Italian counterpart, Giethoorn remains blissfully unknown to most tourists. This village of about 2,600 residents was built entirely around a network of canals, with no roads connecting the traditional farmhouses and cottages. Transportation happens exclusively by boat or bicycle, creating an atmosphere of tranquility that feels like stepping back 3 centuries. The village's unique character developed from its history as a peat harvesting community. For generations, residents dug peat from the ground, creating water-filled channels that gradually evolved into the current canal system. The traditional thatched roof farmhouses were built on small islands connected by over 100 wooden bridges, each one offering postcard-perfect views of this aquatic wonderland. What makes Giethoorn perfect for retirement travel is its emphasis on slow, peaceful exploration. Electric boats glide silently through the canals, allowing you to observe traditional Dutch architecture and abundant wildlife without disturbing the serene atmosphere. The village offers several boat rental companies that specialize in comfortable vessels designed for older passengers, complete with cushioned seating and weather protection. The local restaurants serve traditional Dutch cuisine in settings that overlook the peaceful waterways. Many establishments occupy historic buildings that have been carefully restored to maintain their authentic character while providing modern comfort. The pace of life in Geethorn encourages the kind of relaxation and contemplation that makes retirement travel truly rewarding. Each of these forgotten destinations offers something that conventional tourist attractions cannot provide: the opportunity to experience history personally and intimately. These places invite you to become part of their stories, to walk where others once lived and dreamed and struggled. For retirees seeking meaningful travel experiences, these hidden gems provide adventure without exhaustion, mystery without confusion, and beauty without crowds. The key to visiting these forgotten places successfully is preparation and patience. Research each destination thoroughly, understand the facilities available, and plan your visits during optimal weather conditions. Many of these locations offer special accommodations and services for older travelers, but advanced planning ensures you'll have the support you need to fully enjoy these incredible experiences. Remember that the best forgotten towns are often reached through smaller cities that serve as gateways to adventure. These hub communities frequently offer comfortable accommodations and excellent dining while serving as your base for exploring the nearby hidden treasures. Building relationships with local guides and tourism professionals can enhance your experience significantly, providing insights and access that independent travel might miss. Your retirement years represent the perfect time to seek out these forgotten places. You have the time to explore thoroughly, the wisdom to appreciate historical significance, and the freedom to travel at your own pace. These hidden gems await your discovery, ready to share their secrets with travelers curious enough to venture beyond the ordinary. The stories they tell will become part of your own adventure narrative, creating memories that will enrich your retirement for years to come.